All right, ciao ragazzi. Thanks for tuning in to me live on this live drive. It's not really going to be an interactive one. I just didn't have an easier way of recording content this morning, and I sure as fuck wasn't going to record a piece of content after that disgusting display after the 12th minute against Bologna. So while it's not full-blown panic mode, some of you might be pleased to hear the original pessimistic Priv back. And I'm not going anywhere until these bunch of fuckwits prove otherwise, that they're not a bunch of bottle jobs again, because that's what they're going to be this season if they're not careful. A bunch of fucking bottle jobs. Yeah? I told you people, I told everybody that when you're trying to win titles, you can't fuck around like a bunch of kids. You can't beat around the bush and just fucking play with sticks like you walk outside the next day and the fucking same toys are still there to play with. Yeah? This is not back in the day, yeah? This is not back in the day where if you left your toys in the front yard, they're there the next day. This is not back in the day where you can drop 7 or 8 games in the first half of the season and still claw your way to fucking 69, 70 competition points and still win a league. It doesn't happen like that anymore. It doesn't happen like that anymore. You need to be going for 90 points, 91 points, 93 points, 94 points, and already we have dropped 2 games. We had a great opportunity tonight, and it's not necessarily the drop points to Bologna. It's not even necessarily the drop points to Bologna at home. It's got everything to do with being 2-0 up with 70 minutes left of football to play. 70 goddamn fucking minutes to play. And you draw 2-2. And not only that, you look like shit for the rest of the game as well. In fact, I actually thought Bologna was going to score at the end. There are some people that are saying, oh, here come all the pessimistic fans. Here come the panic mode again. The fuck is wrong with you losers? Do you guys have short-term memory loss or something? We were 7 to 8 points clear a couple of years ago. And the same people that are telling people to calm down this morning are the same ones that were that close to getting a Scudetto tattoo a couple of years ago in fucking round 20. You're all shit. I feel like the Scudetto we won under Conte was the first one that some of you saw as Inter fans. And you've got a very, 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 very short, poor memory of what it takes to go 38 games in Italy and become champions. On a match day where by the 12th minute of play, we had 3 points in the bag and we would have been +5 on Juve, obviously just for the time being. Or even more, actually. We would have been even more because we're +2 at the moment. So even more. Momentarily, we probably would have been about +7 or +8. Milan, of course, won because that's what they're going to keep doing. And another thing that people are saying this morning, oh, we beat Milan 5-1, who cares? I don't give a fuck. 1-0, 5-1, it makes no difference to me. It makes no difference to me when you start dropping points now. You're going to sit there at the end of the season if Milan win the Scudetto and say, oh, at least we beat them 5-1. Bro, you could take yourself and fuck yourself 5 times. And once again, I'm not hearing excuses today because there are no reasons to make excuses. We did not. Had we drawn that game 0-0, yeah, let's start looking for excuses. We were 2-0 up. Bologna did not have a hope in holy hell in that game. And Lautaro Martinez, I'm sorry, I'll big you up where it's due, but congratulations in going from full-blown mature captain adult to 19-year-old prospect again in the space of 2 minutes. Because that penalty that you gave away was nothing short of juvenile, high school level shit. How immature and stupid do you need to be at 2-0 to put both hands behind the waist of the defender like that? How dumb do you need to be to do that? Yeah, it was soft, but guess what? When you go 2-0 up and you're Inter and you're playing against a mid-table team, you don't give a referee, especially a referee that doesn't exactly like you that much to begin with, don't give him a reason to drag stuff back into this game. And don't give him a reason to make it as if like it wasn't catalytic. It was catalytic. It was catalytic. We should have kicked up more of a stink about that penalty and gone, don't bullshit me. Go to the monitor, call it off. It's a bullshit call. It's too soft to give a penalty this early in the game. But no, we didn't. Why? Because we were 2-0 up. We were arrogant. We thought the game was won, just like Sassuolo. We thought the game was won, just like Sassuolo. And we're going to keep doing this season. Because this team is still not a bunch of world-class world beaters. They're not. No matter how much some fans think they are, they're not world-class world beaters. Because they dropped points to Sassuolo, they've dropped points to Empoli, sorry, not Empoli, they've dropped points to Sociedad, they've dropped points to Bologna. And it's still October, it's early October. So while I'm ready to sit here and say this team should still make a very good run at the Scudetto, the team will still go through the next round of the Champions League, some of you people have been way too quick once again to upgrade this team to world beaters. We are not going to get handed this league. I don't know why these players are playing like it. They don't have a winning mentality. They're actually still fucking losers at their core. They're losers at their core that need a couple of better leaders to perform. They're not main stake captains. They're not main stake leaders. Toro, he's not a main stake leader. I don't think he will be. Barella, never. Bastoni, immature. No one on our team can really put their hand up and go, I'm a core captain, I'm a core leader, I'm one of the crop, I'm one of the, I'm a Buffon. I'm a Zanetti. I'm a De Rossi. I'm a Chiellini. We ain't got none of these players in our team. In fact, there aren't that many players that exist in this social media bullshit world anyway. Guarantee you half of these players after dropping points tonight probably didn't care by the time they got home anyway. See, the thing is, I will always be able to forgive physical shortcomings before psychological shortcomings. And what we're seeing at the moment is the same sort of psychological and mental collapse that we had in 2021. And until this team proves me otherwise, until they can go on a run of form where they don't drop stupid points, where they don't drop points to mid-table teams and don't drop points at home, I'll need reconvincing, because this was fucking disgraceful this morning. And I've sworn so much in this video, it would not surprise me to see this video get pulled down. And I don't give a fuck, to be honest. Completely ruined my Sunday, completely ruined my mood altogether. I would have preferred to lose this game 2-0. To draw it 2-2 after leading 2-0 is just absolutely disgusting. And I don't, and yes, of course, Milan and Juve, they're doing exactly what they needed to do. Juve went to the derby and outplayed Torino today. Milan are just going to keep winning. They're just going to keep winning and winning and winning, just like they did 2 years ago. You know what? They'll probably lose some of their bigger games. They'll probably lose to Juve next week. And you know what will happen? They won't lose again. They won't lose again for 8 or 9 or 10 match days. They won't drop some points. At least it's early in the season for me to reset the expectations again. It's not as doom and gloom as it was last season. Yeah. Well, guess what, Mike? They might have won with help from the refs, but we drew today all on our own. All on our own, Mike. Had we stopped being absolute fucking retards for about 71 minutes today, we wouldn't have cared about Milan and Juve, because we would have been first and we would have handled our own. We completely capitulated today. And yeah, the penalty call on Lautaro is harsh, but guess what? Inter is beating Bologna 2-1 in the 22nd minute of that game. So we've still got a goal advantage, and we still didn't win that game. We barely had injuries. We brought in players like Cuadrado, like Fratesi, like Aslani off the bench, like Alexis Sanchez. They will learn from their mistakes about dropping points. They don't learn shit. These players do not learn shit. Physically, they are good athletes. They are very good footballers. But mentally, these guys aren't giants, man. They're fucking pussies. I need them to prove me wrong. Good luck. We've just dug ourselves a hole, man, that didn't need to be dug. We've got to climb a hill now. We need to climb a hill now. We could have been walking on a steady slope when we came back from international break. Fuck no. Now we've got to go to Turin to play Torino in the first game back after they lost the Derby della Mole against fucking Juventus. Yeah, I know Cups won't do it this season, Mattia. Fuck the Cups. Of course they're not going to do it. Who cares about another Supercoppa or Coppa Italia? I don't have room on my shelf for another one of them. I wouldn't remove my high school trophies for another one of them. This team, bro. This team, man. And I know people are going to start getting on the manager, and I get why the manager maybe needs to be responsible for some smarter rotation. But once again, that manager of yours got you to 2-0 in 11 minutes today. That manager of yours had you 2-0 up at home to Bologna inside 11 minutes. Bologna had only conceded, I think, 3 or 4 goals all season, and we put 2 on them in 11 minutes. How can you blame your manager? How can you blame the guy that prepares the team to win? He won the game in the opening 11%. Blame Inzaghi all you want with your bullshit, insecure, on the surface level excuses, because you refuse to dive deeper, you refuse to blame more than one person at a time, and for some fucked up reason, people still think that we could replace this manager with somebody else and win the league. I swear to God, man, if Bastoni turns out another performance like that again this season, because he's having 1 good game per 4, Barella went right back to his average self today. Alexis Sanchez, yo, put your dog in your position, man, and he'll probably run more than you do. It was absolutely awful after that second goal. And you want to know the worst part about it? I've clearly gotten way too confident to the point where I think it's okay to not bet against this team. But best believe we're coming back this year and we're making some serious money this year. And I think that's a big reason why I'm pissed off today. Because today would have been a day where Inter would have paid gas, electricity, groceries for a week. You lead 2-0 and those betting odds to Bologna away from home, I'm talking 20-1 minimum. You find the right outlet, you're probably getting 26 bucks to your dollar. And people can say, oh, geez, how pessimistic is that? Fuck you. Just dropped 2 goals to Bologna in 71 minutes at home. And we're supposed to be talking about titles. And we're supposed to be talking about Scudettos. 2 games in 3 weeks where you are leading at home against mid-table opposition and you can't close the game out. Disgusting. Stop setting shitty standards for this club and even shittier standards for these players. These players have been at this club for a long time now. Some of them are coming up to their 6th season, 7th season even. This is not good enough. This is not good enough to drop points like that, especially when you're leading. If you fuck up and you concede an early goal and the game is a grind and you have to come back and slog it out, big deal. We'll forget about it quickly. You can forget about drop points quickly. I still have the ability in me to go to bed after a shitty night, wake up and forget about drop points, but never when they are dropped like this. Never when they are dropped like this. There is so much arrogance in these players that makes me sick to my stomach, Mighty Mo. Can't believe how we capitulated after scoring 2 great goals back to back. Capitulation FC. Don't understand why Thuram got subbed off. Bro, our forward situation is horrible at the moment, man. I really think that we should be going in the market for a free agent yesterday. Players, like you said, have capability, but their mentality is ruining games and showing that they are not mature enough to win the league. Yeah, bro, they've all got PTSD, man. All of them. All of them. Mark my words, this is the turning point and sign that shows Milan will start taking off and win. That shows Milan. Yeah. I don't even think it's a turning point, bro. I think it's not a turning point yet. It's slowly creeping up to a reality. I don't think it's a drastic turning point. I've already got it in my head. The amount, bro, all Milan have to do is just continue to play their game, release Rafael Leao on the break, and they will win most of their games. And they are, in my opinion, they are going to get there before us. There's something about them that we don't have. There was something about them that we didn't have 2 years ago. I was made to look foolish all season long in my own interworldwide chat, in other chats, when I said, nah, this Milan team's probably going to go on and win the whole thing. But guess what? That's exactly what happened. Exactly what happened. My opinion of things does not change the outcome. All I do is put my face in front of a camera and get frustrated. And you're allowed to get frustrated at shit like this. Yeah? Because no offense, guys, people can think it makes them feel much better by saying things like Milan is shit. This is a shit Milan. I can't believe this Milan, blah, 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 blah. But it's getting fucking old now, yeah? It's like a broken record with some fans. Saying that Milan are going to capitulate, that they are shit, that they are this, that they are that. Mate, I tell you what, they have hung around like the worst smell ever domestically. And I know that we did a number on them on the Champions League. Did we win the Champions League? Anyone want to remind me about that? No. Face reality and start to blur the line from loser to winner a little bit clearer, yeah? Because right now, it's just it's this massive gap in the spectrum where people aren't sure about it. And I grew up in a world where if you're not first, you're last. And right now, it feels like I'm fucking last, to be honest. Yeah, I'm done. Laters.